some really tough news, especially from the Baltimore Ravens organization. Two people have passed away, or in the same day, actually, a few days ago. Tony Siragusa, aka Goose. If you remember him, he was a former defensive tackle in the NFL, played for the Colts for a little while, undrafted. So one of those guys who, it's easy to root for an undrafted guy. They come in, there's no expectation at all. You're not even supposed to make a team. You're not really supposed to play in the NFL. And somehow, not only do you play in the NFL, but you have a really good career. Then he goes on, plays for the Baltimore Ravens from 96 to I think 2002, 2003, but wins the Super Bowl with them in 2001 with Ray Lewis and that crew. So Tony Siragusa, just a legend in his own right, and then goes on to be an NFL sideline reporter, just an infectious personality. He just seemed like somebody who everyone just wanted to be around. Like he was the guy who can make anybody laugh easily. And those people are so fun to be around. Every time I saw Tony Siragusa, I always thought he must be like that fun uncle, like that uncle that you just love to like take your friends around because he's going to make them laugh and tell them cool stories and tell them funny stuff that used to happen in the locker room. And he was just a really cool guy. Unfortunately, he passed away 55 years old, young. 55 is so young. I read in the Daily Mail, is where I got it from, that he passed away in his sleep. Autopsy starts to show what exactly happened, but you can imagine much bigger guy. He used to play at like 400 pounds or something like that. You can imagine that heart condition could be a problem. Not the healthiest guy in the world, but either way, unfortunate passing, and still too young at 55 years old. So R.I.P. the Goose, Tony Siragusa. And also in the Baltimore Ravens organization, current player Jaylon Ferguson passed away at 55, was young. Jaylon Ferguson, 26 years old. He was found pronounced dead on arrival by the medics. This is from the New York Post. Again, none of these things I'm speculating or making up or have inside information of. But apparently they found him. They pronounced him dead. They're saying that they don't know what happened, but they're not ruling out a possible drug overdose. Again, autopsy will have to show what happened with Jaylon Ferguson. They did say there was no signs of foul play and no trauma, so it wasn't any type of homicide or anything like that. But you do have to wonder whenever you see that there is a possible drug overdose, if drugs were in play, and that's the cause of death. You have to wonder, like, was it just a night that went too far? Did he take something that he was unaware of? Take too much of something? Or could it have been some form of mental illness? Overdose, a suicide overdose, something of that nature. With mental illness just kind of plaguing this nation, especially you keep seeing these players younger and younger, between Dwayne Haskins and now Jaylon Ferguson and other players that have passed away in the recent months. It just seems like, I worry for the young guys coming into the NFL, what's going on with their mental state. Again, can't make the assumption for Jaylon Ferguson in that regard, but if that's the case, mental health is a real issue right now. Like I said, it is really plaguing this country, and it just continues to be an issue for our society. So hopefully, regardless of what the situation was, sad day for the Baltimore Ravens, sad day to hear about Jaylon Ferguson, a guy who had so much of his life to live, still had the rest of his NFL career in front of him. So just really tough all around.